Hello, welcome to Home for Every Season. My name is Maureen. I am the owner and the designer here at this page. This afternoon, I am with the bright and early and evening crafters, and today our theme is fiesta. So come on in and come on in. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Is ours fiesta or Cinco de Mayo? I can't remember. Whichever way, we're having a fiesta. How are you guys? I think ours is fiesta. I've got the two groups, and one was fiesta and one was Cinco de Mayo. So it's one of the two, you guys. They both mean the same thing. How are you? Please say hello when you come in, and we'll see that the comments are working. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you're all having a great Monday. We're having a good day over here. The baby took a really nice nap. So I was able to get a little bit of work done. I was able to plan my craft. You guys, I live, the area of my city where I live is called the South Side. A lot of my neighbors are Hispanic. A lot of my friends are Hispanic. And they used to, I don't think they still do, but South Park would always have a great big party. Fiesta, Cinco de Mayo, and so I'm quite used to it, but I've never really crafted for it. Not that I remember. Not real big. Hello, Kimberly. Hi, Joyce. How are you all doing, you guys? So much to watch, Barbara. There is, yeah. The day can be, the days can get a little long or a little overwhelming for some people. We've heard them say it's overwhelming because there's, so many in the lineup. We enjoy coming with you guys, though. So I'm so glad that you're here. Hi, Dee. We missed you today, friend. I hope all is well. All right, guys. So what I have planned is to make a cake. But I don't know. I just don't know if my colors are the right scheme. I hope they are. I've looked them up. They seem to be, but I don't know. There seems to be like two different color schemes for Cinco de Mayo and Fiesta. One is like pastels, and the other one is more of your red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. And so we'll see how it goes. Hello, Ellen. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Tammy. Welcome in. All right, guys. I glued together. I'm going to have to order more of these little round discs from Marissa at Disc Craft Boutique is where I get my styrofoam. I absolutely love these. They are 1 inch by 6 inch round discs, and when you glue 3 of them together, they make the perfect size for a cake dummy. So I have already glued those together. I did a little bit of prep ahead of time, you guys. I had to figure some things out. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what the heck I was doing. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I've used. Hold on. So these are some ideas that you guys can use. Like if you go, just say you go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever, and they still have Easter clearance, all right? Grab some eggs. These are the larger eggs. I don't know. It says 2.16 inch. All right, and there was 6 of them in here. And so I took 2 eggs. I took a blue and a pink. They're kind of what my colors are going to be. And I just poked a little hole in the bottom of it and then put this dowel rod in there. You can kind of see it down in there. And I put hot glue. Because these little eggs, when they come, they have these little tiny holes. See those little holes? And I didn't want anything to come out for, whatever I would put in here. And so I just kind of sealed it on the bottom there, and then to get my stick to stay, and it worked. It worked out really good. Hi, Debbie. How are you, sweet friend? Hello, Michelle. Thank you for being here, you guys. All right, guys. So then I hot glued those, right? And now what we're going to do is take some corncob bedding. And yes, corncob bedding. These little faux nuts, you guys, are so versatile. You can use them for caramel apples. I've used them on my fake bakes. You've seen them many times. Just today, I sold 2 parfaits that had faux nuts on top of them. And we're going to use them as the the noisemaker inside these little macarons we're making. So we took an egg, a plastic egg, put a little hole in the bottom of it. All right. And put a little bit more. Hi, Lori. How are you? Thank you, Michelle. Yes, you guys, did you know that I am monetized? And you can send me stars anytime. Thank you so much, Michelle. It actually helps me, you guys. It does. It's amazing. All right, so now I want to glue this shut, all right? So I do have my heat glue on, and I'm going to put it, my hot glue. That was weird to say my heat glue. I'm going to put it around the outside a little bit over here on this edge, just to get this to stick. We want the two pieces of the egg to stay together, all right? So just a little tiny bit of hot glue. Get that on there. Sometimes these little eggs can be tricky. They want to fight with you. Come on, little egg. I would be so mad if this didn't go back on, you guys, after all the work that I did. I'd be really mad. Hi, Ginger. How are you? Hi, Donna. Thank you for being here, you guys. Hello, Lori. I think I said hi to Lori, unless that was a different Lori. All right, you guys. This little egg is going to make me mad. It does not want to go back on there. We'll get it. Well, it is really giving me a run for my money, you guys. Hold on. Maybe you can't have that glue on there. We'll get it. We got to be patient, you guys. It must have to go back on a certain way, you know. I get one side on and the other side pops up. You guys know how these little plastic eggs are. They're a pain in the butt. I have to put egg together with glue around it. Me too. That's what I was trying to do. But now I can't even get the little top part to go down. There we go. Oh my goodness. There. Now it's going. It's being really stubborn, you guys. Get down in there. That's just crazy. I have put these on and off so many times today, experimenting with it, and now in front of everybody, go figure, it's going to fight with me. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hello, Brooke. How are you, friend? Hi, Jocelyn. How are you? They can, yes, definitely, Michelle. They're a pain in the butt. That silly little lid, you guys. Honestly. All right, I'm going to try a different lid. Hold on. Let's try the blue one on it. I probably just messed it up with that glue, you guys. Hold on. Let me get this glue up here. That might be what's doing it, is I was trying to put that glue on the inside, and it might make it so that it doesn't fit down in there the right way. That is probably exactly what it is. So, we'll give it its way, and we'll remove it. Hi, Rhonda. How are you? Thank you for being here, you guys. All right. Oh, my gosh. It's awful. Oh, that's the way it always goes, right? It's all right. This little egg is not going to defeat us. We will get it figured out. I just can't believe that it's doing it to me. But what's not to believe, you guys? Come on. this Hollywood. Oh my gosh. Well, for Pete's sake. Oh, we got it. There it is. Bad little egg. That's a bad egg, you guys. There's always one bad egg in the bunch. This is the one today. Okay, there's our little maraca. Right? Okay, so there's one. Now, let's try this trick again. Now we're going to put more of our corncob bedding into our little egg thingy. All right, and this lid is going to go way better. I'm just so sure. Yay, now why go that other one? See, that one was the bad egg. This is the good egg. All right, all done. Now we have our little maracas, okay? Simple, right? So now we need to decorate them with tissue paper, glue it around it. Well, I'm going to put tissue paper on them. So I'm going to use a lot of Mod Podge glue. So it'll be all right. That part I'm not worried about. I'm going to work on this real quick, and then we'll finish up the maracas, okay? Because there is something I have to do with this little cake real quick. And we'll get it ready. We're going to put a little bit of clay on this cake. Why clay? I don't know. That's just what I want to use on it, you guys. I don't know if we need to use clay, though. Not really. I don't know that we need to put anything on this. On the top part we do. But I think we'll do tissue paper. So let's go ahead and cover this with some tissue paper. We're not going to use clay. We are going to make a beautiful, beautiful cake. All right. Look at all these pretty tissue papers that I have. They're pastel-y colors. All right. And I looked it up. These do match some of the Fiesta colors. And I have this. Isn't this pretty? This was a leftover from Easter. And so I'm going to be using this. And it looks like this really looks like what they use on the floats and everything, you guys. So I really like this one. And I'm just going to simply wrap this around the base of it like this. All right. And that is going to be our cake base. See? So we don't need to waste. Don't waste your clay if you don't have to waste your clay. All right. But let's take this. And, well, let's go ahead and cover this with some tissue paper. Just real quick, you guys. Nothing hard, just a little bit of tissue paper on the top of it. Just to give it a little bit of coverage. I probably should have used something other than tissue paper, but that's all right. What a unique, cute idea. Oh, thank you, Brooke. Hopefully this will work, you guys. I want this to be a little bit thick, but I don't want it to be so stiff and everything that you can't get your top through it, okay? So, hi, baby. What you doing?
NASCAR.
You got NASCAR?
Yeah.
Do you? Hey, whoa, whoa. What you... Now, I moved my camera. Can you guys see the new angle? I moved that so that you wouldn't come in here and trip on it.
NASCAR.
NASCAR?
Yeah.
Are you watching NASCAR?
Show me.
Show you?
Show me.
You do NASCAR.
Show me.
I love you, Krim. We missed him so bad, you guys. Oh my gosh, he wasn't here. Hannah had 3 days off, and we had not seen him for 3 days, and that was awful. I just got to tell you, it was awful. It was good, but it was awful. It was bittersweet. It's always nice to have a little extra time. You know how it is. You guys know how it is. All right, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue up here around the edge mostly, because I want to be able to get my top through there, and if you put too much glue, you won't get it through. So there's that.
Cookies.
You want cookies?
Okay.
Azrael, can you come help your mama a minute? Yeah, he needs cookies and NASCAR.
Cookies.
You want cookies? Okay. I love you, friend. Are you a good boy?
I cookies.
I know you want cookies. Azrael will come give you. Azrael, oh,
Cookies.
all right. I'll be right back, you guys. Let's go get cookies. Come on.
Cookies.
I'll get you cookies, friend. Here you go. Take 2. What? Oh, the light? Okay, here. Mama's live. Take 2 cookies. And take 1 more. You just want 1? Okay, go. I love you. I'll put these over here in case we need... What? You want another one? Here, take 1 more. I gotta go, baby. All right, love you. Go watch NASCAR. Love you. Yep, you got 2 cookies. All right, guys, he's got 2 Chips Ahoy, so hopefully that'll keep him. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Hello, Maria. Sorry to leave you guys like that. Sometimes as a mama or a grandma, you gotta walk away for a second. All right, I'm just putting this tissue paper around here just to cover up my cake base a little bit. This little design, you guys, I promise you, it would not win any awards. But you know what? It doesn't have to. Things don't always have to be complicated, you guys. This would be something very simple that you could do with your babies. Something simple and have fun. It doesn't have to be a hard craft for you to enjoy it and to make a memory, all right? So, that is glued on just a little bit, all right? I just need to cover that top, and then we're going to take this, and we're going to wrap this around the edge of the cake. I really don't know how well this is going to stick on here. We're going to see. I really honestly do not know. But here we go. I'm almost wondering if I shouldn't use some kind of a pen. You know how we have those floral pens? Okay, we'll just hold that there for a second. I've got the glue is on low, so I'm not worried about it burning me. Hi, Ruby and Lilani and Barbara. How are you guys? Thank you so much. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you for being here, you guys. We're making a little, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. We're making a fiesta cake. Yes, U-pins, exactly. And I have a whole bunch of them downstairs. I don't have them here. I do have T-pins. But the U-pins would have been perfect. But this is working. It is working. So we'll just keep going around the edge here. And putting... Azrael, that's a little bit loud, Bubby.
Sorry, I did not mean for that to be so loud.
I know, honey. Alright, guys. We do still want to be careful and not burn ourselves. This is cute. It's nice that we can take something from Easter time and get it on clearance if you're able to do off-season shopping, and then use it for the next holiday like Fiesta, you guys. It's fun to do that. In this day and age, wherever we can save a buck, right? It's important to do that. It's important to teach our children to do that also, you guys. It's turning out cute. I really am liking this. Thank you, Ginger. Yeah, I think a little U-pin would be perfect on here, but it seems to be holding its own. Okay, I think I'm going to go one more down. Let me see here. Hold on. Yep, I'm going to go and keep going around now onto the bottom, you guys, all right? So now I'm going to lift up that top one and go underneath here. It's a little bit tricky when you're trying to lift up all these little threads in here and go around the tissue and all of that, but it's working. Just fluff it out. Keep going around. Lift up that top one a little bit. Get it up on your lap so that you got control of it. I'm glad you're liking this, Brooke. How are you? I love your hair too. You love my hair? Well, thanks, Ginger. It's just my normal everyday bun, and it's a little crazy today, you guys. I had a live sale, as some of you know, at 9 a.m. And so my hair is extremely long, and if I don't let it dry out a little bit before I put it up in this bun, then it fights with me for the rest of the day. And so it's a little naughty right now, but that's all right. It's amazing what some hot glue will do for us as crafters, right? Hello, Diana. How are you? Happy Monday. Okay, guys, and we're just going to keep going around. So that was one garland, and it looks like we'll have enough to go all the way around twice and have a little bit of extra. It didn't take up the whole garland, but it sure makes a nice little cover for a cake. So this is another idea, you guys, that you can take and use. If you find a nice garland, wrap it around a cake base and make a little cake. All right, so there we're back to where we need to be. So let's cut this off right here. Hopefully when I cut this, it won't unravel on me. That can happen sometimes, you guys. Lift this up and put it right here. And that was the last little bit. It looks awesome, you guys. It worked out great. Isn't it pretty, Debbie? I hope it's Fiesta. Is it the right colors, Debbie? I really don't know. I was looking. I mean, I looked and it looked like these were the right colors. Okay, guys, look it. Isn't that amazing? Look, all it is an Easter garland that we wrapped around those styrofoam, the 3 styrofoams right there, okay? And it made the most beautiful cake base. So there you go. There's that. All right, so now we have a very fiesta-looking cake base. I love it. It worked out great. Okay, so there's that part. And then it had this much left over. Look how much is left over out of that one garland. All right. So you could wrap it around your hair. You could wrap it around your arms. You could use it on your maracas. There's all kinds of things you can do. I like it, Debbie. Thank you. All right. Thanks, Ellen. I never would have thought to do it. Me either. It's the Lord. Hello, Lucy. How are you? Lucy, I cannot wait to see you craft today because I just know that you're going to knock our socks off. Hello, hello, Lucy. I just know that you're going to do something extremely beautiful and colorful for us. All right, guys, the cake base is done. So now we need to do the maracas, all right? So this is why I picked these colors for tissue paper, all right? Different pastels. Let's see if this one, I think this is the same. Yeah, this is the same one. So we're just going to take a bunch of tissue paper and wrap it around these maracas, and then they're going to be on our little cake here. So I'm going to move this to the side. Where can I put this? Put it right there. All right, there's that for now. Now let's get our little maracas. I don't think we need our glue any longer. Not right now, anyway. I love that lamp with the plugins, but that is a weird angle, you guys. So weird. It really wreaks havoc. Hi, Ramona. How are you? It really messes with my shoulders and stuff at that angle. Ugh. Awful. All right. We don't need any more meat. Remember, we took little leftover Easter eggs and a dowel rod, and we glued it shut. Or we glued the stick in there, and then we put in corncob bedding to get our maraca sound. And now we're going to use tissue paper. And I also had, do you guys remember those little Easter boxes that I was trying to talk everybody into and saying, there's so many things in here? Well, I'm so glad that you guys didn't buy all of them, because there were these little pieces of tissue paper in them. The crafting material that are in those boxes, you guys, it's amazing. It really is amazing. So let's take, I'm going to separate our little tissues. I don't know. Gosh, I hope I can get both maracas done. Maybe I should have done one ahead of time, you guys. But who would have known that it would take me 10 minutes just to get the egg shut when I first started, right? All right, I'm going to separate these little tissues out. We have lime green and purple and pink and a real pretty blue and a real pretty yellow. And those colors match that cake perfectly. So we don't want to start with these. We only have so many of those, but we're going to cover the maraca with some tissue paper. Let's start with pink, all right? Let's start with pink. We're going to get out our Mod Podge. Thank you, Ramona. Thanks, Lucy. All right, guys, so hopefully it works, you guys. Otherwise, it won't be very creative. Do you remember the little cups that I had today for sale, you guys? Well, I'm going to use them. I'm going to show you guys how good these are. I had these today in my sale. Aren't they precious looking? Look at the little tiny mini solo cups. I have them for sale in my live sale today. And so I'm going to pour some of this glue into this little solo cup. And I said, you guys, you can use these for your glue, for your paint, for all kinds of things. You're prepping, Donna? Hi, Ginger. How are you? What an honor to have you here with me. Thank you so much. Gosh, I just love you, girl. Thank you for being here. How are you? Been missing you like crazy. All right, guys. There's that little cup. See? Now I can get to it way easier than in that big old thing there. All right, so you need to take your tissue paper. The first thing you need to do is cover it. So let's get just, gosh, you guys, now you're going to see that I haven't really made a whole lot of maracas. All right, we're just going to cut this out, and we're going to put glue on this to begin with. And we're going to cover it with tissue paper. And we're just going to keep layering and layering and layering. Layering. That was a weird word to say, right? Getting my life shape. We love you, Ginger. You will get it all ship shape. There's no doubt. Are you back home now? All right, guys. Now I'm going to take this little piece of tissue and put it on the top like this, and then just wrap it around. Oh no, I popped it open. Wow. Don't squeeze your egg, you guys. Little egg, you better be nice to me. I'm telling you what. All right, guys. And then just put more glue on top of your tissue paper. Hopefully, eventually, it will glue that egg completely shut. Crazy egg. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to put a thick thing of glue on here. You are home sweet home. There's no place like home, is there? I love to be home. I would love to go and travel and see all of you guys. I would, but I don't even go nowhere, you guys. I don't. I just don't even leave the house hardly. But I would love to see so many of you guys in person. That would be a dream come true for anyone. All right, guys, I did not paint the little dowel rod or anything, so at some point, you know, you would want to paint it or put tissue on it, whatever, however you want to do it, all right? Okay, so far we just have this on here like this, and now I'm going to take another piece of this pink, all right? I want to get a good base on here. I should have already had these bigger pieces all cut. The littler pieces are done already, so we don't need to worry about that. And then you just layer it on there, you guys. And the glue and the tissue will get nice and hard on here, and it will make it real solid. You don't even have to cut it. You can just rip it with your fingers, you guys. Are you all right down there?
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right. Another layer of glue. Okay, now I think we'll do one more layer of the pink, and then we'll make our little, we're going to do colored layers and start at the bottom and go up. Azriel, honey, did you swallow wrong?
No.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just I have a little bit of phlegm in my throat.
Okay, bud. I'm just making sure that you're not choking and didn't want to tell me.
I'm not.
All right, baby. I'm just asking, honey. The thought of a child choking is scary, isn't it? My oldest choked on a globe grape when he was really little. He was like a year old. And it traumatized me. Anyone choking or anything freaks me out, you know. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to take these little tissues on here, and we're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to go upward and just cover it real good. So we'll start with a row of blue. I think I have little baby hairs tickling my eyelid. Doesn't that drive you guys crazy? Cuckoo. Hello, Debbie. How are you? Okay, so the other glue is still nice and wet, all right? So now we're doing this little layer of blue. I should have came on early, you guys. I had the opportunity to, but I didn't think I would need to. And now I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, girlfriend, you should have come on earlier. I didn't know if the boys, and I wasn't ready, you guys. I was still getting my stuff ready. If you find that it's not sticking, just get your glue and put a little more glue, all right? Oops. All right, so there's our first color of blue. And I think it needs more, all right? So we're going to do that another time. I have a whole bunch of blue tissue here. So we're just going to do probably 2 or 3 layers of blue in that one area. We're just going to go around it and do blue. The reason I did the big pink tissue was to cover the egg, to hold it closed, and to just give it a good coverage. Hi, Maricela. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you so much. All right, let's keep going with the blue. Sorry for licking my finger, you guys. The things we all do in private that we shouldn't do on live, right? Those little tissue papers, though, sometimes they're stuck together and it's just easier to... Oh, I think only 2. We're only going to probably need 2 layers, you guys. It's starting to look really, really awesome. Can you guys see that? Looks kind of crazy right now. It's going to be beautiful. All right, I think that's good for the blue. So now let's do our next color, and let's go, let's do purple, all right? I'm going to try and line them up now that I'm doing the next. And if it doesn't perfectly line up, you guys, I don't think it really matters. Not really. Hi, Jamie. Jamie, I have your napkins all ready to go, friend. They're in their thing. I didn't know if you wanted to add anything on the next sale, and you have not. So I will be sending yours out. They're in a bubble wrapper. All ready to go and put aside.
Are you okay, Mom?
Yeah, buddy, I'm okay. We always ask each other all the time, everybody, are you okay? You okay? If we drop something in the shower, are you okay in there? It's funny, as you get older, you guys, you start to check on your spouse. At least we do. I'm sure we all do that. We can't be the only ones that, start to watch each other move a little slow and not lift your leg as high as you thought you did and almost trip and fall and, catch your breath and say, are you all right? Gotta love getting older. I watched all your pretties this morning. Thank you, Jamie. Did you need anything added, or are you good with just your napkins still? Because I have not invoiced you yet, so if there's anything that you would like to add, you still have time. Thank you, everyone, you guys. My little live sales are starting to make me happy. I'm starting to feel like this dream can really take off and come true. So thank you very much for all the support, you guys. I love going to my husband saying, look what I sold. Look what I made. Look what I sold. It's a good feeling. All right, so we're just going to do 2 colors of each, or 2 layers of each of these colors, all right? I'm a fall waiting to happen. Me too, Jamie. I got mine today. You got your order today, Ginger? Awesome. Yeah, I mailed out some. I did mail out a bunch of stuff, you guys. I just didn't get everything invoiced and done. That's another reason I'm, not in a big rush to go outside. When you have arthritis, you get stiff, and that's me. And so, my balance can be off a little bit and stuff. So, yeah, I'm careful. All right, guys, look at that. Don't mind this down here, all right? We'll cover that up at some point. But this is the blue, and now the purple, and now we're going to do our next color. Let's do lime green. I'm only going to get 1 maraca done, you guys. I am so sorry. I don't know why I can't finish a whole project, you guys, in an hour. The lime green covering the purple is going to be tricky. I probably should have done the purple last, maybe. I don't know. It's dark. It's really dark. But we'll get it. We'll eventually get it to cover it up. Or maybe it'll be like a lighter purple and then the green. It'll work out. We'll see how it goes. It's going around and around and around. Well, hello, Margarita. How are you? I got called Margarita today by Shay. I love Shay. She's called me worse. She called me ho. Her and I. That was my fault, you guys. One day I went to say hi, and autocorrect is my nemesis. And I said, ho, Shay, instead of hi, Shay. And so now her and I have a little, you'll see it. You'll see it in the comments. Her and I will tease each other and say hi or ho, and, we're just teasing each other. It's good to have friends on here to laugh with, isn't it? What would we do without our girlfriends in the crafting community? We would do our dishes and be, just be our quiet life without our friends online. That's what we would do. Right, Marisela? Oh my gosh. I have 1 daughter. Well, I have 4 daughters, but I have 1 girl. She's so funny. Gabrielle. She's always saying, ho, sit down. Oh my gosh. You gotta love your kids. no matter what. Oh, that one's fighting with me. Exactly. A lot of people don't finish in an hour. I know. I know. It is nice when we're able to, though. But that's all right. Okay, I was right. This lime green is going to take a little bit more just because that purple is so much darker than that green. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, you guys. It eventually will start to look green, though. Maybe get it on there a little bit thicker. There we go. These are fun to make. How many of you have ever made a maraca? Anybody on here make maracas before? I'm sure most of you have. They are fun. All right, nice thick layer, guys. And then I'm going to fold this over. Well, no, I'm not going to fold it over. I'm going to do one more layer of the green. And then we're going to go on to yellow. We got 10 minutes is all. I should have come on earlier. I wonder who's on after me. Did anybody else say they weren't coming on after me? I didn't even look to see who was up after me. Lord have mercy. Could somebody, Debbie, are you still on here? Or who else? Anybody. Could somebody go look at my flyer and tell me who is up next after me? I think it's Lucy. You're on after me. Okay, Donna. So up after me, you guys, in 10 minutes is Donna's Crafts. Thank you, Donna. And then I think it's Lucy, right? Okay, that green now looks really nice, all right? Okay, so now we have blue, purple, and then the green, and now we're going to do yellow. It's nice that these little tissue papers were cut out ahead of time. If you guys can find little tissue papers like this that are already pre-cut for you, grab them. Or if you have a paper cutter. I do have a paper cutter. I forgot. I have a real paper cutter, you guys. Like, you know, like the big arm that comes down and cuts your paper. I forgot all about that. I might have to cut me a bunch of squares of tissue paper. Shoot, maybe I'll sell it. Maybe I'll sell tissue paper. All cut up and ready to go, guys. You have not made one, Laura? Anybody? Anybody on here that's made one? Maricela, have you made maracas? I'm sure Ginger has. Glitzy. Ginger's Creations, have you made maracas? All right, put our glue down on our yellow. See how this isn't hard at all, you guys? It's just kind of time consuming. You got to get your layers on there, but it's not hard. Anybody can do this. Promise. This is easy. This is an easy craft. Just time consuming. Time consuming, and you got to have the right stuff. But as you can see, what is the right stuff? I used a leftover Easter egg in tissue paper that I had in a kit for an Easter craft. You can kind of see the yellow. We'll keep layering it. And then it'll start to pop. The last one that we'll do on the top will be white. And then we used all the colors that were in that kit. That's pretty cool. Oh, no, that's not true. I want to do pink on the top. I didn't use pink. I used it at first underneath, but I have little pink squares here. Oh, that's green. I almost put green on the yellow. I have a balloon and newspaper. You have a balloon and newspaper that you use for doing this? For making maracas? That's awesome. I have seen that done too. Do you make these a lot then, Lucy? Do you make them and sell them? Oh, we need one more right there. I loved all the things that everyone has been doing today, you guys. Amazing, amazing. I haven't seen Debbie, Debbie's Bright Ideas. And then her and I are on the same time. I'm doing my live sale when she's live on here. And so I always have to go back and watch Debbie's on replay. But I did see Michelle with Glitzy Yaya. Her cake, you guys, had so many different things that went with it. And then Ritz. I saw Ritz. And I saw, who else did I see? See, I always forget who I saw. We've had some people that weren't able to come on today. Right before me, who was on right before me? Ritz was right before me, I think. I loved hers. She had a little piñata on top of her cake. And then her little purse that she made today in the other group was amazing. She makes really nice purses, you guys. If you all watched Glamour Ritz at all and watched her design her little purses for Mardi Gras, she does amazing, beautiful, beautiful work. Okay, guys, we're going to have just enough time to get this one maraca hopefully completely done. And then I'll show you on the cake what my idea is for the two maracas on the cake, all right? I'll have to finish these and work on them, but you'll be able to see the general idea, all right? Yellow, where's the yellow? Green, I got to put it in the camera so I can see. Green, yellow, pink. You made using a balloon in a newspaper. Just for props. Awesome. They're fun to make, aren't they? I'm having fun with this little thing. Okay, guys, I got just a couple more minutes. And then we're all going to head over to Donna's Crafts and see what she has for us. I want to thank all of you for coming and hanging out with me today while I made a fiesta cake with maracas. Or maraca. I will finish it, all right, guys? I will finish it and post it. I'm going to put a few more layers of the pink on top before I, quit doing it. But I'll show you guys what my plan is so that you can get an idea of what this will look like, all right? And then I'll post photos when I get both maracas done and the way that I want them, all right? Because I want them to look really good. Okay, so there's our little maraca, okay? Woohoo! It worked, you guys. All right, so we made our maraca out of our little egg. Here's what it looks like uncovered, just a little plastic egg with the dowel rod. And then we put the corncob bedding in it to make our noise. And then I took I took 3 of the 1 inch by 6 inch discs, styrofoam discs from Descraft Boutique, glued those together. I put a layer of tissue paper on the top of it and glued it, and then we glued this real pretty, very festive looking garland. And then these 2 maracas, they will be poked down inside of here. All right, and they're going to stand on this cake like so. They will be put down inside of it. And they'll be like this, all right? They'll be standing up on the cake like that. I don't know if you can see it or not, you guys. Anyway, my hand's in the way. They're going to stand up like this, okay? So once I get both of them decorated and get them down inside of there, it'll look really cute. All right, guys. So happy Fiesta Day, you guys. If you celebrate Cinco de Mayo tomorrow, have fun, be safe. And like Ritz was saying, you guys, if you do drink or if you know someone that's drinking, don't drive, you guys. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. You could hurt yourself, your family, or someone else's innocent family. So don't drink and drive, you guys. Number 1 rule, don't drink and drive. All right, guys. Thank you, Lucy. Have a beautiful day, you guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. And let's all go over right now to Donna's Crafts and see what she has for us. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.